The I-70 killer is an unidentified serial killer responsible for at least 6 murders.
The I-70 killer, a name synonymous with terror and death.
Who is the I-70 killer? Killer took 6 lives along I-70.
This route became the hunting ground of a dangerous individual known as the I-70 killer.
In the heartland of America, along the desolate stretches of Interstate 70, a sinister shadow lurks in the annals of unsolved crime. 6 lives were cut short in a span of just 1 month, leaving a trail of fear and unanswered questions. This is the chilling story of the I-70 killer, a phantom who vanished into the night, leaving behind a legacy of terror. Welcome to our channel. Today we dive deep into one of the most baffling and haunting cases of the early 90s, the I-70 killer, a series of brutal murders that gripped the Midwest, leaving communities in fear and investigators perplexed. Interstate 70 stretches over 2,100 miles from Maryland to Utah, but in the spring of 1992, a specific segment of this highway became the hunting ground for a cold-blooded killer. It all began on April 8, 1992, in Terre Haute, Indiana. Robin Fuldauer, a 26-year-old employee at a Payless shoe source, was found shot to death in the store. There were no signs of a struggle, no apparent motive, just a single gunshot wound to the back of her head.
We thought robbery at first, is what we're thinking. But the signs at the crime scene investigation that more could have been taken, and was robbery really the motive?
Just 3 days later, the killer struck again, this time in Wichita, Kansas. Patricia Smith and Patricia Makers, both employees at the La Bride d'Elegance bridal shop, were found dead, each shot in the back of the head. The similarities were chilling. Young women, small retail stores, shot execution style. The realization began to dawn that these murders were connected. Over the next month, 3 more victims fell prey to the I-70 killer. Michael McCown, killed in his ceramics store in Terre Haute, Indiana. Nancy Kitzmiller, shot in a Boot Village store in St. Charles, Missouri. Sarah Blessing, murdered in her store in Raytown, Missouri.
He knows what he's doing. He's going in. He's not wasting a lot of time. He's getting accomplished what he wants in a short amount of time, and he's gone.
With the body count rising, a multi-state task force was formed. Tips poured in, but leads were scarce. Eyewitnesses described a man in his mid-30s with sandy blonde hair and a slender build, often seen near the crime scenes. A composite sketch was released, but the elusive nature of the killer made him difficult to track. Several suspects emerged over the years. One theory pointed to a transient individual with knowledge of the Midwest. Another suggested a truck driver, constantly on the move, making it hard for law enforcement to pin him down.
We're talking about someone that's focused on killing, and that's a full-time job for anybody.
The case grew cold, but theories continued to swirl. Some believed the killer had died or been incarcerated for other crimes. Others speculated he might have moved on to new hunting grounds. For the families of the victims, the pain and uncertainty linger. The I-70 killer not only took lives, but shattered communities, leaving a scar that time has yet to heal.
Somebody knows him. Somebody can remember back in '92, a friend, family member, cousin, whoever. Call. Let's clear this up.
Advancements in forensic technology offer a glimmer of hope. DNA testing, once unavailable, could provide new leads. Cold case units continue to revisit the evidence, driven by the hope of bringing the killer to justice.
20 years later, family members are still living and grieving for what you did.
The I-70 killer remains one of America's most mysterious and haunting unsolved cases. The shadow of his crime stretches over decades, a dark chapter in the history of the Midwest. If you're fascinated by true crime and unsolved mysteries, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated on our latest stories. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the dark corridors of the I-70 killer. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most chilling mysteries. And remember, the past is never truly behind us. It shapes our present and can still unlock the future.